Imagine a god so powerful that he created an entire country just by dipping a spear into the ocean. Then imagine him losing the love of his life and accidentally creating the sun, moon, and storms while taking a bath. Sounds wild, right? Welcome to the incredible story of Izanagi, Japan's father of creation. Izanagi looks like an ancient Japanese emperor, wearing fancy robes and often shown with a long beard and flowing hair. But what makes him really stand out is his special weapon, the Ame-no-Nuboko, which means heavenly jeweled spear. This isn't a weapon for fighting, it's a magical tool for creating worlds. In old paintings and artwork, you'll see him holding this glowing spear, sometimes standing on clouds or bridges in heaven. Think of him as the ultimate builder. But instead of using hammers and nails, he uses divine magic and a legendary spear. Izanagi's superpower is creation itself. He can turn empty space into solid land, create gods from thin air, and bring new life into existence. His most famous ability? Using his spear to make islands appear out of the ocean. That's how Japan was born. He also has purification powers, meaning he can wash away evil and negativity. When he cleanses himself with water, new gods literally pop into existence. It's like he's a magical factory that creates divine beings. He controls life, creation, and the power to shape the entire world. Izanagi's story begins in heaven with his wife, Izanami. Standing on the floating bridge of heaven, Izanagi stuck his magical spear into the swirling ocean and stirred it around. When he pulled it out, drops of salty water fell off and became the first island of Japan. Izanagi and Izanami came down to this island and got married. Together, they created all the other Japanese islands and gave birth to many gods who controlled mountains, rivers, wind, and fire. Life was perfect until tragedy struck. Izanami died while giving birth to the fire god, and Izanagi was heartbroken. He couldn't accept her death, so he did something crazy. He traveled to Yomi, the land of the dead, to bring her back. But when he found her, she had become a scary, rotting corpse. She was furious that he looked at her and sent monsters to chase him. Izanagi ran for his life and blocked the exit to the underworld with a giant rock. This sad moment created the permanent barrier between the living and the dead. Here's the coolest part. After escaping the underworld, Izanagi went to wash himself clean. When he washed his left eye, the sun goddess Amaterasu was born. His right eye created the moon god Tsukuyomi, and when he washed his nose, out came Susanoo, the storm god. Yes, he literally created 3 major gods just by taking a bath. Another weird fact? Izanagi and Izanami's first 2 children were considered failures and sent away because Izanami spoke first during their wedding ceremony instead of Izanagi. Talk about strict rules. And get this, some people believe the actual boulder that Izanagi used to seal the underworld still exists in Japan today, at a place called Yomotsu Hirasaka. It's supposedly the real gateway between our world and the land of the dead. Izanagi's story teaches us that creation requires courage, love can't always conquer death, and sometimes the most amazing things happen in the most unexpected ways.